everybody, it's Neenah. Thank you for joining me for a new tutorial, and today I'm featuring some inspiration for you using the new Simon Says Stamp limited edition Valentine's card kit. This kit is filled with so many fun products that you can use to make Valentines for friends and family, and I wanted to show you 3 different things that you can make with the kit. I'm going to start first by creating this fun sweetheart card. All of us are well familiar with those fun conversation sweethearts that are a very popular Valentine candy. And these little images from the ephemera pack that's in the card kit just made me think of creating this really fun little layout of conversation hearts to use as the focal point for my card. So what I'm doing is I'm arranging these little hearts onto some of the cardstock that's included in the kit using some foam tape. I'm very lightly attaching these down onto the cardstock as I plan out my arrangement, just that way I can lift these up off of the cardstock and make sure that the placement is right if I need to adjust anything. Next, I brought in a sentiment from the ephemera pack, and I'm going to pop this up over top of the conversation hearts to create a dimensional greeting. That entire panel I'm going to then pop up off of a cotton candy card base. I made this from the cotton candy cardstock that's included in the kit, and this is about a 3x4 sized card. I added some fun little sparkles to the little conversation hearts for a bit of sparkle and shine, and as I rubbed the sparkle onto the hearts, I used my finger to kind of brush the sparkle around and more evenly disperse it across the little conversation hearts. This really helps add that more subtle shine and doesn't get the glitter too concentrated in certain spots. To finish this off, I thought it'd be really fun to add a little bit of glossy accents to each of the hearts. This gives them a great shine and a lot of dimension and really finishes this card off nicely. This is a very simple card, easy to do, and also easy to replicate if you wanted to make a few of these using the ephemera pack in the kit. Next, I wanted to create a treat bag. There's these fun little white bags that are included in the kit, and I thought I would use this striped stencil from Simon Says Stamp to add some fun faded stripes across the top of my bag. Now, I didn't have much of my pixie spray left on this stencil, so this stencil I'm being very careful with so that way I don't lift it up off of my bag. But because I'm doing a more faded blending with my Distress Oxide ink and blending brush, I'm not too worried about having very little pixie spray on the back of the stencil to hold it down onto the bag. But if you were to create this, I would definitely suggest you to add some pixie spray onto the stencil just to make sure it stays in place. So I'll open up my bag and you can see how we have these fun faded stripes along the top coming down towards the bottom, and they fade out as they go towards the bottom of the bag. I'm going to embellish this bag with some of the beautiful florals that are in the stamp set that's included in the kit. I was really excited to be able to illustrate this stamp set, and I actually illustrated all of these florals, which I was really looking forward to coloring. I thought it'd be fun to do some Copic coloring on these particular florals, so I'm stamping these onto some Neenah white cardstock with my Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink because both of these products are great for Copic coloring. The colors I used are some RV markers. I chose RV10, RV23, 25, and 29 as the Copic colors for the florals. This is a really beautiful color and it looks great with that ink blending that I did with the spun sugar ink, and it also just has that perfect Valentine rose feel. So I'm coloring in each of the florals. I'm making sure to blend these colors out as I color, but I'm not really worried too much about creating a focal point or doing anything special with the blending. I just want to give these flowers some color. Each of the leaves I colored with some green markers. I chose some G20, 24, and 28 for the colors on this one as well. After I colored all the florals, I did fussy cut these with my fine tip scissors so that way I could layer them up onto my bag using some foam tape. This is going to be a gorgeous treat bag, and I really love the layered effect that these florals give to this entire bag. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some pieces of foam tape around each of the leaves and the flowers, giving this some nice dimension. And then I'll also bring in a sentiment from that ephemera pack, and I'll layer that along the left-hand side of the bag, along with another greeting from that ephemera pack later on. But before I get to that, I did want to add a little bit of embellishing. So I pulled out the new MWAH sequin mix from Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to glue some of those here and there around the florals. This really adds some nice sparkle and shine. And then here's where I brought in that additional sentiment. This treat bag is so cute and would be perfect for filling with some fun Valentine themed candies to give to someone really special. So there's so much that's in this kit. You could create tons of projects, but we're going to create one more today, and that is a coordinating card and envelope set. So there are these cute little mini envelopes that are in the kit. There's both clear and schoolhouse red. I'm using the schoolhouse red envelope, and I'm stamping the little Cupid from the stamp set onto the envelope, and I'm going to emboss this with some antique gold embossing powder. I made sure to use my powder bag before stamping the image. That way, when I added the embossing powder, there wouldn't be any stray embossing powder sticking to other areas of the envelope. After heat setting the embossing powder, I brought in a sentiment from the ephemera pack, and I tied on a bit of twine, which I had in my stash. This red and white twine looks great with the envelope. To coordinate with the envelope, I also stamped a Cupid onto a piece of cardstock from the kit. I embossed that as well and used my fussy cut scissors this time to fussy cut the Cupid out of the cardstock. Once the fussy cutting was complete, I popped Cupid up onto a card that I've created with some of the pattern paper, some of the cotton candy cardstock. I tucked a rose ephemera piece behind Cupid, added a love you sentiment from the ephemera pack, and a few more florals to give some layer and dimension to this little mini Valentine. Some sequins from that same sequin pack look great tucked in and around the florals and Cupid, and really add just that nice bit of sparkle and shine that the card needs to finish things up. So here's the finished card. I'm going to go ahead and slip this into the envelope so you can see how this will work. Here's the envelope. Somebody can open it up, pull out the card, and check it out. I love the cute coordinating envelope and card set. This would be so cute to give to somebody special that you love. All of the products in the new Valentine's card kit from Simon Says Stamp are available for individual purchase. So if you miss out on the kit, you can purchase all of these products that I use today on their own. That way, no matter if you get the kit or not, you can still create these projects. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'll be back again soon with more to share. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!